everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Rain, aka Padoodles, and this officially marks my rebrand, or technically just branding, of my channel. For a while now, it's laid pretty dormant with the occasional animatic upload or TikTok repost, but I've wanted to make some actual content for some time now, and I finally decided to go for it. Today, I thought it would be fun to redraw my first digital piece of fan art to see how far I've come, and our target is... yeah. This was made back in 2019 during the peak of my it phase. I used my little iPhone SE, IBIS Paint X, and my finger to paint this masterpiece. If you know, you know. Thankfully, I've come a long way in terms of supplies at least, so let's get into it. If you knew me IRL, you would know that it, specifically the 2017-2019 film versions, were my entire personality from 7th grade to freshman year. I would constantly watch the movies and quote them. I had merch, I still own Richie's black and white button-up, cosplayed a whole bunch, and as you can probably guess, made a ton of fan art, though I've lost most of it by now because it was all traditional pieces and I didn't store them very well. I even started reading the book, and in the 6 years I've had it, I've only made it about halfway through. I know, I really have to finish reading that sometime. And of course, if you are in the fandom, and maybe even if you're not, you're probably aware of how insanely popular the Ready ship was. I remember there was so much discourse about whether or not it was canon, and also things surrounding the stereotypes that plagued fanfiction of them, of Richie being this tough punk boy who snuck out and smoked and caused trouble, and Eddie being the little ooh soft boy who always needed protection. It's kind of funny to me how these dynamics always find their way into every popular ship in any given fandom. So I do understand the frustrations that people had and have, but I've also just kind of come to expect it at this point. Now that I think about it, I actually remember that my friend had, it wasn't really an art book, but it was kind of like those behind the scenes, like books that have pictures of the movie and like information about the cast and the characters and costumes and stuff. And I remember there was something mentioning Ready in there, and me and my friends were just absolutely like freaking out, like, oh my god, guys, it's real, Ready is real, it's confirmed canon. And I remember when the second movie came out, we were really expecting like a kiss scene between the two of them, because we just so wanted this to be canon so bad. And I remember, I don't even know if this was true, but people were saying a few years ago about how, James Ranson, who played Eddie, adult Eddie in the second movie, refused to do a kiss scene with Bill Hader before he died, but I'm pretty sure that's just not true, but so many people were convinced that it was. If it is, feel free to correct me. I wasn't super, this is kind of when I was falling out of the fandom when I started hearing this about a year or two ago. Anyways, back to the video. It was my first real experience that I had with fandom culture and is what got me into making fan art, so it really does have this special place in my heart. Over the past 6 years, I've practiced for hours upon hours trying to fix my anatomy and make my line quality better, learn how to color and render, etc. I'm still not exactly where I want to be, and I'm still constantly finding new inspiration and opportunities to grow as an artist every day. But I know that if little 12-year-old me saw what I could do now, she'd probably die of amazement and excitement. As you can probably tell already, I'm basing these off of the 2017-2019 films with Finn Wolfhard and Jack Dylan Grazer, because that version of these characters are the ones that I'm familiar with and the ones depicted in the original piece. I may have gone a tad bit overboard with the lighting, but I always love dynamic and colorful lighting in a piece of work, and I think it also adds that fun 80s feel. I remember this being the vibe I wanted to bring back in 2019, but I just didn't know how to accomplish this at the time. Overall, I'm so proud of my progress, and I really love this artwork. It was so fun getting to work with these characters again, and drawing them was like riding a bike. It came back to me so fast. And here's the final piece. I am so happy with how it turned out, and I hope you guys like it too. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe and check out my other socials so you can see my full portfolio of work while I'm getting ready to make another video. Also, please feel free to leave any suggestions for future videos. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I definitely need ideas. That's all for today. Sparkle on!